I'm about to have probably the most fun I've ever had doing this video right here. I've done a whole bunch of videos, but this one right here, how to spot a fake conscious person, it's probably gonna be my funniest one ever. I ain't really sure even how it's gonna go down, but this one's gonna be, to me, I'm gonna have a lot of fun in telling the truth. I'm going to have a lot of fun in telling the truth about how to spot a fake conscious person. And I think this may be a good teaching tool. So please share this one right here. This one's going to be good right here. Abdul Kul Tafalatat, Wabazun, Gamma Farragoon, Shilel Kulum. I am in the love of all, and all love is in me. I am a part of all, and all is a part of me. I am one with all, and all is one with me. I can succeed as a part of all and fail as an individual. I can be all that I wish in all as long as my wish is to stay in all. I am never alone. All is, I am. All can, I can. All does, I do. Press 1 if you already shared this already. If you already shared this already, because you know it's going to be crazy, just press 1. I just want to see. Thank you for watching the replay, and thank you for being on live. Absolutely, Lord, come through anytime. How do you tell, how do you spot a fake conscious person? So the first thing you have to know is what is consciousness, okay? The first, Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia, so definitely put the zodiac sign. I'm all the zodiacs, so please put that in there. And look, if you get offended, it's because a hit dog hollers, okay? This is, if you get offended, this is because a hit dog holler. So you shouldn't take this. Hold on. What is consciousness? Consciousness is always expanding. So can I get hashtag expanding? Well, consciousness is expanding. Consciousness is expanding. So a fake conscious person, number one, is not expanding. They're in the same place they always been. That's number one. And they hollering they're conscious. That's really number two. You put those two together to get 12. Consciousness is always expanding. So if you get a person who's in the same place they always are, one, they're not conscious. Two, if they're in the same place and they're always yelling, I'm conscious, they fake. I could stop right there. I'm good. We could stop right there. There's some more things to look for. But that's at the very, no. I have not got to the hoteps yet. No. No. I have a special section for the hoteps. Because everybody who has a Kemetic name or a Moorish name doesn't mean that they're not conscious, because they could be expanding and they could really be living by how Noble Drew Ali put it down, or how, some of the ancient Kemetic sciences really got put down. They could be living it. But I'm trying to give you the clues, because they could be just William Smith Martin and be hollering they conscious, but they're always just the same. No, this is not an expose on the hoteps. Okay, they funny as hell. That's another thing, right? Okay, so y'all just came in. Press 1 if you shared this. Don't be talking to me if you ain't shared this on your page, because some of your people need this. Number 1, if consciousness means to expand, and consciousness is always expanding. So if the person is not expanding and they're always doing the same thing, he ain't conscious, or she ain't conscious. If they always shouting that they're conscious and they're still always doing the same thing, then they're not conscious. That's 2. 3 is, what's my third one? My third one is, they don't meditate. You can't be conscious and not meditate. You can't be conscious if you're not meditating. You cannot. The number one exercise of consciousness is not watching YouTube videos and quoting Phil Valentine, Bobby Hemmett, Polite, or the UCC code book. I may be on the hoteps a little bit. No, the number one tool and exercise of consciousness is meditation. So we're looking for somebody that's expanding, somebody that doesn't have to shout that they're conscious, and somebody who meditates. I could talk about this mosquito spray and the ingredients, and somebody will try to sneak in and be like, "Are you conscious?" I've had that open. I've had people like, "Is your third eye open?" I'll be like, "I'm talking about. I'll be talking about tech. I'll be talking about fintech or health tech, or I'll be talking about WordPress or something like that." And somebody comes and says, "Are you conscious?" I just be like, "What made you say that?" Because I be in a whole totally environment. Because my consciousness ain't what I wear. My consciousness ain't dashikis. My consciousness is not Buddha shirts. My consciousness ain't Flash or Superman jerseys. Consciousness is your energy. The person who always hollering, they do Kundalini something. They probably are a fake conscious person. "Oh, I'm doing Kundalini." Bruh, if somebody's doing Kundalini work, you can feel it. Just like if somebody don't put on deodorant and you can smell it, you know somebody didn't put on deodorant or you didn't brush your teeth, right? So if somebody's doing real Kundalini work, you feel it. They don't have to say it. Like a sexy person don't have to walk around and holler, I'm sexy, check me out." They just walk in and they're sexy. Everybody thinks Rihanna is sexy, and she never ever says, "I'm sexy." Everybody else says it. When you conscious, other people are recognizing it. Here's another way you can spot a fake conscious person. They need a group. They need, no. You don't know them by the fruit they bear. You can know them by the lack of fruit they bear. A fake conscious person ain't really doing that well, financially and in all other ways. But they hollering they conscious. If you were conscious, you'd be expanding. You'd be doing something different. You'd be moving in different circles. You wouldn't need no group, and people will be attracted to you. If these things aren't happening, you looking at a fake conscious person. Now, I'm only putting this out there because it's easier for me to show you how to spot a fake one than for me to tell you, like, this is what consciousness is. Consciousness is really vast. And it's different levels. It's different levels. Like, I'm on a level, but then there's people way on other higher levels than me. And a way to really identify a conscious person who is conscious is a person who has good listening skills. A person who has good listening skills is conscious. But a person who likes to talk over you and they got to be right all the time and they hollering in the name of consciousness and they love a debate. They love a debate. I used to be like that. I don't know if I'm going to call that fake conscious. I was at another level where I was conscious. I wasn't fully conscious, though. I really wasn't. But I used to love getting into a debate. Now I detest it. I really don't debate no more. I just be busting heads now. If I get into something, I just be busting a head. Bang, 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 bang. But if you got somebody, they always doing the same. Oh, another fake conscious person? If they always hollering about they. If they always got an enemy. If a conscious person, a fake conscious person is always talking about the enemy. Even though they may be God body or they may be a Buddhist or whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, they always got something to say about the enemy. A fake conscious person gives the enemy a whole lot of credit. A whole lot of credit. How many of y'all shared this? Press 2 if you've already shared this. And press 1 if you're going to share it. Because y'all be on here. I see 26 people out, but I don't see 26 shares. Because this is like an emergency broadcast. People need to know, especially when you're about to get into a relationship. So you guys, I'm going to talk to you guys first who are just getting into consciousness. And then you see one of these shea butter queens or a woman always talking about some om, or she ain't taking no, or she's just trying to get off the grid. Why you always want to get off the grid? Why? What is this off the grid thing? People who want to get off the grid are escapists. Conscious people say, I am everything. Hold on my dating tip. I got one more just came to me. A fake conscious person is always talking about what's going on planet Earth only. In history, when they're always talking about history or years ago, they never look up. You can't be conscious without looking up. And I'm talking about the star system, the solar system that we live in, because consciousness is awareness. I'm going to do another part 2 on this, but it's going to have another title. I want to talk about identifying fake conscious folks first before I bring this other piece in I want to talk about. Yeah, so a fake conscious person is always talking about earth things. If you want to talk about the Hoteppers, they're always talking about what happened in the last 500 years. That's why I say they can't be conscious. They're a pseudo group of people who have melanin who suffer together in a victim conscious state. The quote unquote black conscious community that's out there now is a victim conscious gathering of souls. That's it. They take no responsibility for themselves. White racism is the problem for everything, but they can quote every Bobby Hemmett. They got all the black books. They got all the Farrakhan books, the cheap Anthony Diop books. They got all the Marcus Garvey books. They got the 48 Laws of Power, but ain't got no money. They got the Art of Seduction. They got all these books that's like equipping them with power, but they still not expanding. See, a book can't expand you. You have to expand yourself. You have to expand yourself. That's what I like about a true 5%er. The Nation of Gods on Earth, I will always have respect for them, just mainly because of the supreme alphabet if you dig down into it. And the letter S is self-savior. Only self can save self. Can I get hashtag self-savior? See, the conscious person, now it doesn't mean that you don't need a guide. You need a guide. You need a mentor. But then after the mentor gives you certain things, then it's on you to apply it for your stuff. But to think that I don't need no guide, I don't need no teacher ever. You don't need to follow a guide forever. That's the problem. Yeah, they always talking about stay woke, but can you make moves? For sure. You always talking about stay woke, but are you making any moves, right? And so when you see the age of Aquarius, for example, is all technology, and you have all these groups of conscious people, and none of them are moving into technology. They're trying to get off the grid where all of the moves are being made through consciousness in the fields of technology. They're still talking about growing gardens and building entire homes and staying underground and building bomb shelters and things like that. You could slip and fall off the sidewalk and die. You feel what I'm saying? So, how do we identify, just one more time for y'all who just got here, if they're not, consciousness is always expanding. So if they're not expanding, they're not conscious. 2, if they're shouting that they're conscious and they're not expanding at the same place, they're not conscious. And 3, if they can quote all of the stuff from everywhere else, but ain't no changes happening, they ain't conscious. They just faking it. You feel me? And they dashiki'd out or whatever they are in their particular garb to try to get you down. They don't want to wear a watch. What up, D? How you feeling, Lord? Team Gemini in the building over there in LA. And they can't listen. See, listening, a conscious person wants to hear your part because they know they can learn from almost anybody. But a fake conscious person is always trying to talk over you, or, you know what I'm saying, trying to change you, or whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. A real conscious person, like myself, I just want to challenge you to think. Because a real conscious person, for real, on the low, man, we don't care what you do. I'm just giving you a part of me as a share, because that's the instructions I was given. But if you don't do nothing with it, that's on you. Somebody the other day was like, oh, when you're trying to go after all the masses, I ain't trying to go after the masses. I make a live video for 4 or 5 people. All of you all show up and watch the video because I guess it you know, you resonate with it. But every video I've ever made have 4 or 5 people in mind, and all of a sudden Joker starts showing up. But that's it. Oh, Andre 3000 told y'all too. Carter in the house. He said everybody with dread. What he say? Everybody with dreads ain't for the cause. Everybody with gold teeth ain't for the fall. You don't know. You don't know just because the look, somebody's got the look and they're overdoing it. They're fake conscious, bro. Their insecurities before they even heard about consciousness. They brought that with them, and it's okay because it's like I said, there's levels to it. So if they're changing, if they're expanding, then you got something. If they ain't expanding, then you ain't got nothing. Now back to the dating. So brothers first. Brothers, if you're just coming into consciousness, and you see a sister, right? And you don't know the lingo, you don't know the Hotep lingo, you don't know what you whoop. And somebody who comes in and all they have is a conscious lingo, they fake too. Because they don't have any authenticity. Anybody that comes over and they just pick up this entire new thing, but they like don't listen to rap music no more, or I don't look at women asses no more, or I'm just I'm not my natural self, who I really am, then that joker is a fake conscious person. You must be Mars, M-A-R-S, my authentic real self. Can I get a hashtag Mars? My authentic real self. Because conscious means I accept who I am. I'm going to be that, and then I'm going to expand. And as I expand, I'm going to expand my light. I'm also going to expand the dark part because I have to evaluate that. I'm going to expand into areas I haven't been in before. Some of it's scary and some of it's magnificent. But I'm going to expand. The fake conscious person doesn't want to expand because they don't want to explore their shadow nature. They don't want to go into their shadow nature. They just want one side to open up into the light. And they're trying to run the knowledge game on you. They just want to run the knowledge game on y'all. You for real? Run that somewhere else. Run up a tree or something and put a rope around it and start your life over. Because a conscious person is also not afraid of death. A fake conscious person is afraid of death. A fake conscious person thinks they have enemies, and they give the enemy all this credit. Especially if it's a fake enemy, they're always giving them credit. That's how you know too. Yeah, you're gonna have to grow in the shadow. You ain't got no choice. Good things grow in the shadow. So now you guys, you came over, you just like came into the consciousness, and the sister is speaking this damn near foreign language. You feel me? She's speaking this foreign language, and she just like Hotep God, Peace King Man, whoopty 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 whoop. I start to get afraid. If she don't got no lingo, if she don't quote a rap song or something regular, or she doesn't give me some talk, because if these dreads help me discern so fast because a person try to talk to me like they think my dreads want them to talk. So a fake conscious person can't be themselves. Why are you trying to assimilate with me? Why? A fake conscious person assumes. Well, Christians assume too, but if you a conscious person, why are you still assuming? Why don't you just speak to me, and then we'll see if you are, I am who I say I am. But you can't tell who I am by these locks. Khayr is my spiritual name. You don't even listen, bro. If I was to switch up and go back to my birth certificate on you, and get a haircut, you'll be done. You'll be like, what? No, don't invite the shadow of the light, though. Don't invite the shadow of the light mirror. No. Oh, and the conscious folks always talking about they. Back to the dating piece. I'm trying to talk to the brothers so I can get to the sisters. So I'm giving out warnings to brothers when it comes to dating these conscious sisters. I'm really afraid of the conscious sister because the conscious sister, she don't want to pay taxes no more. She don't care nothing about her credit no more. She's not advancing in nothing, and she just wants some land where she can run barefoot and eat vegetables. Bruh, that's fake consciousness. If that's all she want to do is do yoga, run in the grass, have some land, and eat vegetables, and she ain't talking about no empire building, no tech stuff. She ain't. If her conversation is not harmonious with real life, like that could be real life, but you can't make it with just those 5 things. Even the yoga instructor of the highest level of yoga is not just making it on a piece of land with vegetables, no solar panels, and 2 candles. He's not making it. I'm telling you. A conscious person is well-rounded. Is well-rounded. And they're always working on the well-rounded. They're not linear like this, and they're not always trying to spew the books. And they're always the fake conscious person. You can't tell them nothing. They don't need no teacher. That's the one you don't need no teacher. What? Oh, everything is inside. Everything is inside, but like even a woman who's pregnant needs some help. That's what they got doulas for, to help deliver things. So instead of looking at a teacher as somebody who like tries to like hold you down or follow you all the time, that's the fake conscious person. That's for teacher and student. Because there's a fake conscious teacher and there's a fake conscious student. A fake conscious student is looking for a fake conscious teacher. A real conscious teacher do not want you up under them all the time. Don't be coming around me all the time. They make it difficult for you to get to them. You have to sacrifice in order to get to them. They have a very rigid schedule. They're like an enigma. That's how you know. A real conscious student will do whatever to go find these enigmatic teachers and show humility. A fake conscious person doesn't have a lot of humility. No, and they'll lie too. Boy, would they tell a lie. Yes. Now, brothers, I gave y'all the tips on what to watch out for from these sisters who may claim to be conscious. Now, what do you look out for a sister who's got real consciousness? She meditates. Is the chick meditating? Fellas, if you can find a woman and if you say, girl, are you conscious? And she say, yeah. And then you say, can we meditate? And she say, yeah. Or she can say something like, I'll show you, or let's meditate together. Fellas, do you think that's a winner? A woman who meditates? Because all of that drama that a woman's got going on, whether she's conscious or not, is because she's not meditating. So that meditation, like I said, that's the number one exercise. That's the number one exercise. Yoga is not the number one exercise. Tai Chi is not the number one exercise. Meditation is the number one exercise of consciousness, point blank, period. Being a vegetarian is not the number one thing. Somebody that tells you that there's only one way to be conscious is a fake conscious person. I know some vegetarians who are very healthy. I know some meat eaters who are very healthy. But the people who are expanding accept people for what they do and don't condemn them. A fake conscious person will condemn you for doing something that they not doing. If you're not meditating, which is the number one exercise, I ain't gonna condemn you. I don't care. I don't care. I just told you what the exercise is, and I can tell you what the benefits are and list them all day and show you proof of the benefits of meditation, or having an altar, or burning ancestor money, or being silent sometimes, or praying in the shower. I can show you the benefits of that. But I'm not going to condemn you if you don't do what I do. Another fake. So when you hear somebody saying, oh, you still out there with massa, wop, once again, they're talking about the enemies. You feel me? Right. So if you get you a woman that's going to meditate, bruh, boy, you got something. Now, ladies, I know most of y'all, when y'all think about the fake conscious, y'all think about the hoteppers. And I'm sort of sick and tired of the hoteppers until I realize that you get what you deserve. You get what you deserve, and you deserve what you get. So if I get a woman who does yoga, can meditate, wants to talk about Tantra, can talk about life off the planet Earth, because remember, a fake conscious person can't talk about life off the planet Earth. They only can talk about 500 years of history. They can't talk about, or they may go back to Kemet, but they keep getting drawn back to slavery. How can I get to Kemet, which was thousands and thousands of years, but slavery was only 500, but this is the main part of their conversation? How can 500 years of my DNA override 1 billion years of my DNA? Fake conscious person. I'm just giving y'all my views now. You can use it or not use it. But if you ain't happy, I don't care how much you meditate. You're meditating on the wrong sheesh. If somebody's meditating and they're not happy, they ain't meditating. That's another thing. Well, you could be conscious. Can you be conscious and angry? If you're conscious and always angry, then you a fake conscious person. I get angry sometimes. I get riled up, then it goes away. But I'm not always angry. I'm always in a good mood. You can ask my folks. I'm always in a good mood. And if I do, get riled up, I go on and get it out the way and then come back to chilling. But if you're not happy, then if you're all the time riled up about something and angry about something, got a scowl on your face, and everything is rock hard serious, you're a fake conscious person. All right. Now, ladies, how do you spot the fake conscious dude when you're dating? You have to realize too now, if you keep getting a bunch of fake conscious dudes in your inbox or all up on you with the peace queen whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, then you really ain't that honest either, because you attract your reflection. So if you attract, I don't care what, a liar's a liar, no matter if he's a conscious or church or Islam or a con man on the street or atheist or a preacher or president, liar's a liar. So when you come in and you lying to somebody and you attracted that, it ain't nobody else's fault. What you need to ask is like, how in the world, what is this joker reflecting in me, this fake ass conscious person? And all you need to do to get rid of them is to get real with yourself. Don't change your name to Shechem, Sekhmet, Heru, Ra El Bey, Ali Garvey, Hamdulillah. Okay? Don't do that. Don't try to put on the first Wu-Tang album and the first Poor Righteous Teacher album and learn all the mathematics like that. Don't try to do that. What do we say? Mars, my authentic real self. Be you. Be you and you attract authentic. If you be you, you'll attract someone being them. And then you'll be like, oh, this is so wonderful. Anytime I see some old fakeness in my cipher, I just go fix me. I don't even complain. I take it. Well, man, what? Yeah. No, now it's 3 selves. Hold on, Letitia Baines. It's 3 selves. We're going to modify that. You meet your past, your present, and your potential. There's 3 selves. There's a past you, there's a present you, and there's a potential you. So when it's somebody who's agitating me and like, I'm going to give you an example. Yada. Yada agitates me a little bit because he just strumming up, quote unquote, black conscious community women. That's his angle. That's his angle. He agitates me a little bit. But he's a reflection of my past self. Because I was a Yada and a Polite before there was a YouTube. I didn't have a YouTube or a Facebook Live to do what they're doing. I'm in my 40s. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was them, so they're my past. All right? So then I'm going to say Mooney. Me and Mooney, that's my present reflection. Because we see things very, very parallel, and we see things very eye to eye, very crown to crown, kind of lined up. We don't really have a bunch of disagreements. I love talking to both the Mooney brothers because I feel like I'm talking to an agreeable me. I'm just like, oh, somebody gets it. That's person number 2. Right. And there's no irritation. Person number 3, my potential, is when you meet a grandmaster. You meet a person who's in a superior position than yourself. A Malachi York, an Elijah Muhammad, a Marcus Garvey, an incarnation of a God, a Muji, a Mitchell Gibson, a Kathy Gibson. You see what I'm saying? And it's more. And when you meet these people, you know that you're not on their level at that right now where you're at. And their job is to show you what your potential is. So, for instance, watch this. If you don't know astrology, right? Let's say you don't know astrology. And then you will be my past reflection. If you don't know astrology, you're my past reflection. But then, so this is like a chart for today. If you can read this chart and I tell you that I just had a Venus return in Gemini, and you understand what a Venus return is in Gemini, then I'm your present reflection. If you don't understand what I mean, then you're my past reflection. But I'm your potential if you want to learn astrology. If you want to learn what astrology is, you're going to have to come from the I don't know now to I will know. Because you can learn what a Venus return is, right? That's it. You can learn what a Venus return is, or what a Jupiter transiting Libra means. So if you're like, man, one day I'm going to get that, then I'm your potential reflection. My cousin Stafford. My cousin Stafford doesn't do astrology to my knowledge, not like me. So he's where I used to be, and if he wants to, I'm his potential. But my cousin Stafford is a Grammy-nominated engineer, like musical engineer. People come to him to make it sound right. When he get behind the boards over at Patchwork or wherever he at and make it sound like something, then he is my potential reflection. Because I can't do what he does now. Mira does hair. She not my present reflection or my past reflection. She's my potential reflection if I choose to learn how to do hair. I don't want to learn how to do hair. And if you have something that you want to sound good, holler at the Rough Mix. If you want to keep sounding crazy, holler at me. I ain't gonna do nothing but tell you to holler at Cuzzo. Right. But he's my potential. He's my potential. He's superior in that. And that's where you get jammed up. Let me tell you about a fake conscious person will never say someone's superior than them. We're all equal. No, we're not. Stafford, can I come to Patchwork and just start touching stuff and people gonna just let me work on their music? No. What if I say, I know astrology and I'm equal and this my cousin, so since that's my cousin, y'all should let me work on y'all music? No, it doesn't work like that. You have to realize that sometimes you're inferior to somebody else, and it's okay. I don't care nothing about that. I'm superior to a lot of y'all in cutting grass. The way I cut grass, I have a system that's up here that's next level. You can't be on my level. I could teach it to you, then you could get on my level. But you're not on my level in cutting grass. And I'm not putting you down. A fake conscious person will always feel like you disrespecting them too. You disrespecting me. I'm talking about just like, because you don't agree with them. Because you don't agree with them, you're disrespecting them. Mooney can show you how to get a loan for your business. Straighten your credit out, get a loan for your business, and flip your money, and show you how to start Forex trading. I'm inferior to him in that area. I'm inferior to him in that area. If you go ask him about these, go back. If you ask him about this astrology though, he's inferior to me. I don't make him less of a person, he just ain't there. Simple. Get more superior people in your life. I've been talking a minute. I got to go out here and superiorly cut this grass tonight. The temperature is perfect for me right now. I've got to get it done because I got to get out the house tomorrow. So I appreciate y'all tuning in tonight to learn some qualities of fake conscious folks. So what was one of the things that you picked up today that fake conscious people do? Please just type it. What is one of the things that you're looking out for right now? Excuse me. When you're working with a fake conscious person. Right. Now I take this also, I take it to companies. I show companies how to build teams so they have to be aware, because a person who works a 9 to 5 can still be conscious. A person who runs $1 million company still needs to be conscious of what's going on in their profit-driven organism. I love coaching about the mind and about how to think, but I like coaching about money too. Yeah, right. So I have clients who make millions of dollars who say, yo, help me be more mindful in my business. And that's how I know that this stuff works, is that they're not concerned about whether I am conscious. They want to make sure that I'm delivering some hot stuff to them so they can continue to evolve and grow. Growth is the purpose. That's why I say consciousness is expanding. Consciousness is when they're expanding, yes. There's levels to this too. So, appreciate everybody for coming out. The number one exercise is what? Meditation. If you just got here, please go back to the beginning and watch it. If you have not shared it, please just bless the brother with a share. Also, astrogoogle.com, we up and running. The site is still under construction, but you can go over there and see what's popping. It is some phone numbers over there. Myself, my hours are 2 to 10. Yeah, 2 to 10 every day. You can just look on my page. I kind of forgot my number. I don't have it memorized yet. But there's also a Blog Talk radio show coming. Like my podcast is coming back. I'm going to be doing something crazy. Oh, yeah, they have enemies. Yes, they think I got enemies all the time. Whatever. You ain't got no enemies. Only enemies in the mirror. Only enemy is your sleep self. That's your enemy, the joker that don't want to wake up. 404-480-9911. 404-480-9911. That's my new number that you just call when you need coaching in whatever area you need it in. It don't have to always be astrology. Of course, that's my baby, but there's other realms. I had a young lady call me the other day. Her daughter was 16. She started smoking weed. She was like, what do I do? I'm still a coach. Astrology is one of my most formidable tools, but it ain't my only tool. All right? Oh, man. Thank you. Jamil, what's up, baby? You're going to have to go back to the beginning to catch this one right here. This was definitely a good service for the Reverend. Absolutely. Jamil Middleton is in the building. All right. So thank y'all. 404-480-9911. You need to call Coach Khayr and get you like 10, 15 minutes of coaching in. Just hit me. I'm here. I'm available for you. Thank you. Anna Bakoa, Gejalaki Minka, Tatia Tezara, Kabel Renat, Amcha Sagvanu, Taharanu Nara, Nagibor, the Shea Kadeka, Kababat Shamran, Barkam Tyron, Rakameda, Zika Taker, Tamid Gamman, Kasim Kadosh, Badaro, Tufka, Nahel Alateka, Akid Gahela, Amcha Panez, Ukrea Katuska Taker, Shabatanu Kabel, Ushman Tazaktanu, Yodea Ta'alamo, Produkshem, Kavomakuto, Alam Bae. I got some good insights. Thank you so much, Darla, for posting that. I got some good insights on the altar I want to share with y'all, too. So we're probably going to come into that tomorrow. Part 2 of this conversation is going to be awareness. Awareness, consciousness, death, sex, and money. Oh, yeah. I like to mix them up. Awareness, consciousness, death, sex, and money. That'll be tomorrow. Thanks, everybody who shared. Thanks, everybody who stayed to the end. I'm going to holler at y'all. No, I will not master your track, but I will come do a feature for the Lodo. But I might let my cousin ghostwrite, or I might let Mira ghostwrite something for me. And then I just spit it, and you just be like, dang, that was hot. I know. All right, salute. Peace.